Hello viewers, welcome to Jaja Academy Lahore. I am Tabinda Itazaz and today I am going to cover the contents of chapter number 14, File Handling in C, which is the last chapter of C programming. The contents we are going to cover are stream, types of stream, new line marker, end of file marker, opening and closing a file using C language program. Let's start with the meanings of file handling in C. File handling is the storing of data in a file using a C program. The files which are stored on a computer can be accessed by using a C language program, and accessing those programs or making some changes on them is called file handling. C programs can store results and other data of the program to a file which is stored on a computer, or if it is not stored, we can create a new file by using file handling in C. We can also extract or fetch data from a file to work with it in the C program. Let's see how do we do all these operations. The data or sequence of bytes that travel between a file and a C program is called a stream. So stream is a sequence of bytes of data, or it is just like a channel that connects a program with a file. A channel on which data travels between a file and a C program is called stream. When data or sequence of bytes flows from a file into a C program, that stream is called input stream. And when sequence of bytes flowing out of a program, that means when data flows out of the program and goes into the file that is stored on computer, this type of flow is called output stream. Look at this diagram. This is a file stored on computer and it's a C language program. Flow of data from file to a C language program is called input stream, and the flow of data from program towards the file stored on computer is called output stream. Let's see the types of stream. There are two types of stream: text stream and binary stream. These types of streams are based on the types of files that we handle while using a C program. So basically there are two types of files: text files and binary files. So moving towards the text and binary stream, we should have the concept of text files and binary files. The information is stored in the form of characters, character by character, whereas in the binary files, information is stored as a sequence of bytes, byte by byte. In the text files, each character occupies 1 byte of memory. One character takes 1 byte of memory. But when we talk about data stored on binary files, different types of data is stored on binary files and they have different memory requirements. For example, binary files can also store character which occupies 1 byte, and if we store integers, it consumes 2 bytes, and float consumes 4 bytes in memory. So when we work with text files, the text stream is used, and when we work with binary files, we use binary stream. So let's see the difference between text stream and binary stream. Text stream will be a sequence of characters, whereas the binary stream will be a sequence of bytes. When we are working with text files, to go to the next line, we need a special character which is called line terminating character, which is \n. So translation of that character is required in text streams. The text stream which contains that special character needs to be translated. So the second point of text stream will be there is a special line terminating character \n. So a character translation occurs. But in the binary stream, no special character is placed, therefore no translation is required. The text stream is less efficient than binary stream, and binary stream is more efficient than text stream because there is no translation is required and it is in the form of zeros and ones. Text stream is used only for text type of data, whereas The binary stream is used for different types of data like text data, character data, float data, integer data, and so on. In the text stream, there may no one-to-one correspondence to the external device. It means the number of characters which are present on the text stream may not be equal to the number of characters that are actually written in the text file. On the other hand, by using binary stream, the number of bytes which are present on the binary stream are exactly equal to the number of bytes actually present on the text file. So one-to-one correspondence to the external device is present in the binary stream. Next is new line marker /n. When we write data in the text files, a special character which is called new line marker /n is used at the end of each line. For instance, we are working with the text file, and after writing text on the first line, I want to go to the next line, and to move from first line to the second line, I'll press enter key from the keyboard, and at the point where we press enter key, /n is written in the text file. It is the same character which we call an escape sequence in C program to insert a new line. In text editor, we use enter key, but enter key is automatically replaced with the /n character, and /n character is called new line marker. End of file marker EOF, and this marker EOF is automatically written or inserted at the end of a text file. When we write data in a text file by using C program, the point where characters or the text ends, a special marker EOF is automatically inserted, and this marker EOF is used to detect the end of file. Let's understand these markers with the help of an example. This is how characters are written in a text file. I space love space Pakistan. To move the cursor from this point to the next line, I need to place the new line marker \n, and the cursor will move to the start of the next line at this point. And now the text will be written in this line, which is Jaja space Academy. Again, I want to move cursor from this point to the next line, so I'll place \n, and then I have written Lahore. My text is completed and end of file marker is placed over here. How this text will look like in a notepad file, you can see here. This is the notepad file. 3 lines are written separated by /n, and at the end of file marker is inserted. Now let's see how can we open a file by using C program. Opening a file into a C program. The fopen function opens a file in memory. Remember, we have learned when we want to manipulate a file, a software, it needs to be loaded into memory. Only then we can use that file or the software. So the function fopen opens a file into memory, and the place where file is loaded into memory is called memory buffer. The fopen function, after loading file into memory, establishes a connection or the stream between file and program. The syntax for writing the statement to open a file in C program is fp is equal to fopen, and inside the parenthesis 2 parameters are provided. First is file name, the file that we want to open, and the mode that define how do we work with a file. For example, if I want to just read a file, I'll open the file in read mode. But if I want to read as well as to write something on file, then I have to select the write mode. The fopen function and all other file handling related operations or the functions are declared in the stdio.h header file. Here fp is a special kind of variable that points to the address of the file that we are going to open. Here is an example. Let's understand the file pointer. Here fp is a pointer variable. The pointer variables are special variables that contains the address of some other variable. That's why they are called pointer variables. asterisk is placed just before writing the pointer variable's name. And the data type of this pointer variable is file. It is not integer, it is not character, it is a file type variable. And this pointer variable fp will point to the address of the file that we are going to open in write mode. So before writing this line, we need to declare this pointer, and we have declared it as file asterisk fp semicolon. This line simply declares the file pointer, and this line declares the file pointer as well as initialize it with the address of a specific file that is being opened in write mode. In this example, a file test.txt is opened in write mode by using the fopen function, and the variable fp is pointing towards this file. Now let's see how can we close a file. When a file is opened, it is loaded into the memory buffer, so it occupies the memory space, and in order to free up that space, we need to close a file. The connection which was created in the form of stream is terminated when we close a file, and it frees up the memory. And remember, closing a file is an optional operation. If a user doesn't close the file that he has opened, the operating system automatically closes that file when the execution of program is finished. Syntax for writing the close statement is, we write fclose function, and parameters of this fclose function is file pointer. The example is fclose, and inside parenthesis we write the pointer fp, and this file pointer fp is terminated immediately. Thank you for watching. For more computer science lectures and other informative videos, subscribe to my channel.